Did you know that businesses have a huge impact on the environment? From pollution to deforestation, corporations are some of the biggest contributors to global environmental problems. To give you an idea, just 100 global businesses are responsible for around 70% of greenhouse emissions, also known as GHG. Greenhouse gases are gases in Earth's atmosphere that trap heat. Yet, you're the one who is encouraged by global media to stop polluting the atmosphere with your car, and you're pushed towards eco-friendly ways to travel. Now, doesn't matter how hard you try, you or even all 8 billion people combined still won't make a difference. Head of a snake is the system where major companies are careless about what you breathe or where you live in. They just simply don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Now, it's very hard to think of a solution or a way out while so much of the world is tied to those businesses that provide basic goods that we need in everyday life. But there are some things that business can do to make a difference in the long term, whether it is using eco-friendly ways to manufacture, recycle, cut profits, and so on. By the way, while we are at it, did you know that in today's world, even those companies that are pretending to be diehards in creating high-quality products are purposely designing their product in a way that would make it stop functioning after a certain period of time? Let me give you a very simple example. Take a light bulb. Average lifespan of even a high-quality light bulb is from 2 years to 3 years. Meanwhile, there are numerous light bulbs around the world that have been turned on for over a century. One of them, the world's longest lasting light bulb, is the Sentinel Light located at Livermore, California.
Behind the garage doors of the Livermore Fire Station, there's a highly visited and highly revered tourist attraction.
People from all around the world come here.
Inside the visitor's book, you'll find tourists from Germany, Japan, Canada, and they all came to see this, the world's oldest light bulb.
That light bulb right there has been turned on for about 121 years. So, if we could design a product that could last for up to a century, why don't we do that and decrease the earth pollution that's so affected by all these used, broken down goods that are no longer useful? Simple answer is profits. If companies designed a product that would be so good they would last up to a century, soon after the first years there would be no one to come back and buy their product. That's why they need to make crappy stuff that breaks down after some time so they can sell them to you over and over and over again. Realizing how horrible this is might make you wish that an asteroid hit the Earth and ended our suffering. But hold on. There's hope, and that hope is you. You're the one who can make a change by getting out there and starting a business that would be at least a little bit better than what we have today. That's why corporate social responsibility is so important to understand. CSR is the idea that businesses should not just focus on making profits, but also on being responsible to society and the environment. So, let's find out how business works and learn what you need to know about CSR. When starting a business and aiming to incorporate CSR into its operations, there are some key principles and actions to remember and implement. Starting from ethical conduct. It is very important to conduct business in an ethical and transparent manner, uphold high standards of integrity, honesty, and fairness. It is also important to mention that companies that are least transparent are usually the ones who have something to hide. When you have high standards, you create good product. Thus, you have nothing to hide from anyone. Also, just to put in a perspective, business that creates high quality goods is technically already fighting the global pollution by not making crap that will break down and end up in a dumpster within the first year of its use. I know this sounds stupid, but that's just how capitalism works. Another important point is environmental sustainability. It is important to minimize the environmental impact of a business operations. As we already said, businesses are very messy for the environment. Implement sustainable practices such as energy conservation, waste reduction, and responsible resource management. Then, in my opinion, another very important thing to remember is employee well-being. You must ensure a safe and healthy working environment for the employees. Provide training and development programs to enhance employee skills and knowledge. We could go on and list countless things that companies should be doing, but I figured you'll get bored quite easily. So instead, here's a short version of how to be a responsible business owner. Don't make crappy product to save money, take care of your employees, and be as transparent as possible. So whenever you're doing something wrong, you'll be corrected by criticism. tough world for consumers. Literally almost every business is so focused on maximizing their profits that, as mentioned, they either make bad and unreliable product or make good introductory product, and then after winning our hearts, they turn it into crap, thus increasing their profits and exploiting customer loyalty. A great example of this would be the new trend called shrinkflation, which basically means that companies are hiding rising costs by shrinking the size of everyday products. Since ingredients and manufacturing are getting more expensive, it usually results in two things: higher prices or smaller sized products. And since companies don't want to raise prices and lose customers because of it, they instead modify their products and simply make it smaller. Sometimes they do such a great job that it takes consumers some time to even realize what's happening. Some companies are going nuts and do both: price increase and shrinking at the same time. This started happening now in 2023, so we cannot be sure what the customer's reaction will look like. But in the next episode, we will dive in and try to understand how shrinkflation works. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.